right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. Sideshow number 30. My name is Mingo.
I am Manny.
The third time's the charm.
And that is Sebastian, just in case you didn't know. So
I'd like to put on the record that I'm done with today, so.
yeah, he's got a twig of nastiness in his butthole right now. I don't know what's going on with him.
And fuck you.
So what happened? What happened? What's wrong? Why are you
Just done
so...
with today. I'm tired. Just go.
Wow. Should have told us he could have let you take a nap before we record. Jesus Christ.
If I'm taking a nap, I'm going to fucking bed and waking up in the morning.
I'd love to come home when you're so happy. It is so awesome.
I usually do. You usually do. I'm usually in a good mood, but
Been a shit day, huh, Sebastian?
uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
Don't want to be here anymore.
There you go.
All right.
Now there's a sticker on the bottom. Fuck this.
Calling his doctor when we're off the air. Just kidding. Just kidding.
You like spewing our inside jokes everywhere.
All right, so you,
Yes,
Manny, have a car
Yep.
that you're getting rid of.
Yeah. I'm selling it tomorrow.
I've known you for a while now, and this is like the third car that you've had.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's your deal, dude? Like, and you do it weird. Like, I shouldn't say weird. You do it differently than
Than most people.
most people. Like,
Yeah.
you're like a Craigslist car whore. Like,
It's because the thing is, dude, I like switching cars, dude. I do. I like switching them around. Except for my Infiniti. I had that one for a long time, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I had that for a long time. I just get bored quick, dude. I've had this one for like a year and a half almost. So, it's when I sold my Infiniti, I got this Lexus, and I thought, because I've been watching YouTube videos. First of all, they're good cars. They're good quality cars. They'll last you forever. But I was expecting more power, and I was expecting the same power as my Infiniti because it's a V6. The Lexus is a V6. But when you step on it, it's not the same, dude. It's not the same as the Infiniti, and the Infiniti was stock V6. You know what I mean?
Is this Lexus that you have, is it a sports coupe or is it not?
It's a sports coupe.
Really?
It's a sports coupe, yeah.
And the Infiniti still had more get up than that.
And the Infiniti still had a lot more pull than that one, dude. Yeah,
Well,
it was ridiculous.
I got to tell you, the Infiniti's little brother, the Nissan, that damn Maxima I had.
Yeah.
God dang.
Did that pull? That
Oh,
pull,
my-
right, dude?
How Sebastian, you could be on the freeway
Yeah.
and doing 80 and you just step on it and you just hear the engine just take a deep
Oh,
breath and go.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Just go.
That's the reason why I fell in love with my Infiniti because the G35s, the coupes,
Yeah.
they came stock with this beautiful sounding exhaust. It's a dual exhaust,
Yeah.
and it's just beautiful. Just by stock, it sounds beautiful. Yeah, you didn't have to do anything to it.
So you're selling your Lexus now.
Yeah. I'm
And
selling
what are you
mine.
going to buy instead?
Well, there's two. I need a truck or an SUV, one or the other. I saw this really nice SUV, Ford Explorer, 2013, I think it was.
Oh, yeah?
So I've been trying to get a hold of this guy. He doesn't. He answered my text earlier, but then he stopped texting me. Maybe he fell asleep. I don't know what's going on. And then I saw this Ford F-150.
Why don't you buy my Escalade?
Your Escalade?
Yeah, and then I'll just go in and buy. I'll go in and buy something else.
By the one you wanted?
Yep. But see, that's a different kind of your negotiations are different than what I have to do.
Why?
Like, well, when you show up to buy a used car,
Yeah.
if they say 35, they're going to take 3, so you show up with $3,000,
Yeah.
or you show up with 3,200 and put 200 in a different pocket and 3 in one.
Yeah, that's
and you
how I
try
do
to
it.
go for $3,000.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Right?
Yeah, I put 200 here and then the $3,000 in my other pocket. You're like, hey man, this is all I got, man. I got cash right here, dude. If you can take that. Oh fuck, I don't know, man. I'm looking for 3,800. Can you do 31? Fuck, man. I don't know if I can do 31, dude. I got 3. No, I can't do it. All right, dude. Let me see if I can ask my brother. Let me see if he let me borrow 100. If I go and talk to him, just pretend,
Right.
And then they'll be like, and I'll pretend I'll talk and whatever, and he'll be like, oh yeah, well he let me borrow 100, dude. So I could do 31.
Right.
Fuck, man, 31. Yeah, dude, I got cash in hand, dude. You know what I mean? Come on. And most of the times, from my experience, they'll budge. You know what I mean? Yeah, they'll be like, all right, cool, fuck it, dude. You know what I mean? That's how I do it. I don't know how anybody else does it, but
That's how I did it when I bought Milo's first car.
Oh, his which one?
The Scion.
Oh, the TC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how I did that too.
Yeah.
She wanted it 40 something, and I went in with 35. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I mean, I got a few $100 off. We went back and forth for a minute.
Yeah.
And the problem was is that she put it on, and I called her the same day that she put it on.
Yeah.
But it was her first car. She really didn't want to sell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She was attached to it.
Yeah, so there was emotional value for her.
Yeah.
But she ended up selling it.
Yeah, dude. It's an emotional roller coaster when it comes to vehicles, dude. Serious shit, because it's an emotional buy. You know what I mean? And then there's times when, not anymore, but when I was younger, when I did buy, like I bought a used Integra, Acura Integra.
Yeah.
And at that time when I test drove it, I was like, oh, it's all right. But you know, I didn't really feel it at the time. You know what I mean? And so, but then you feel bad because you feel like you're wasting that guy's time. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll just buy it. And I just bought it.
Right.
And then I took it home, and for the first like couple of weeks, I was like, I don't know if I didn't want this. And then I got used to it because I already bought it. So nothing else I can do about it. You know what I mean? So it is an emotional buy. You know what I mean? Not only that, because you're like, oh, you like it, you don't like it, and then you feel bad because if you don't want it, you don't want to tell the guy like I don't want to buy it. You know what I mean? And
Right.
he already took it out, he washed it, whatever the case is. And then there's times when you really like the car, right? And you know that you cannot afford it. Sometimes, so but you're like, fuck it, I need a car, so I'm gonna go for it. It's just like we want luxury, we want nice things, right? I could have gone a Hyundai, got me like a Forte or something to get me from point A to point B.
Right.
But you like what you like, you want what you want. You know what I mean?
Well, but that just goes back to us and our growing up the way we did that. We didn't have anything, so a car is a status symbol to us, like because all the rich people had super nice cars and we didn't.
Yeah.
So once you started making money, you wanted
a nice car.
Give me a nice car.
Yeah, dude. My Infinity cost me so much fucking money, dude. Serious shit. I just at the end, almost at the end, like a year and a half end of my term, I felt like I was throwing away money. You know what I mean? I was just like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Well, I as soon as I paid off my Maxima, the AC went out. So I had to turn back around and fix that. But, dude, that
as soon
car...
as you paid off, dude.
that car, I don't know how many times I went from here to Hayward and back.
Yeah.
Or the other way around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
that thing was slammed, dude. That thing was nice, dude.
Dude, I drove... I think I had those... When I sold it, it had the original tires on it.
Oh, are you serious?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
And I put those on... Let's see, it was a 2011, right? I got those rims and tires in 2012.
Yeah.
When I bought it.
Yeah.
Close to 2013.
Yeah.
And I just sold it 2 years ago. Or a year ago.
Nice.
About a year ago.
About a year ago, yeah, I remember.
So, and those back tires were bowed in.
Yeah.
Big time. Oh yeah, camber was way off. Because it was so low, you know what I mean?
But did it ride smooth on the freeway, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Even that low, it was just
smooth.
because I put the coilovers on it.
Yeah. No bounce or anything? Slight bounce?
No, but just a little bit. But if you went, like, coming into Coachella right there where we work, you could feel you were bouncing a little bit because it's stiff.
Where we're at, dude, the fucking roads are horrible, dude.
Yeah.
Serious shit,
sure
man. Yeah, they cracked one on my rims. All those damn potholes on 40 or on 50.
Yeah.
It cracked my rim. I had to go get it welded. Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude.
On this car?
On this car.
So you're driving around on a welded rim?
On a welded rim.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, bro.
But it rides smooth. The guy did a pretty good job.
Yep.
The only thing is that now when I brake, it wobbles a little bit, and it's because I don't think they balanced the tires.
Yeah.
I gotta go get the balancing done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But fuck, I'm gonna sell it like that, and I'm gonna be honest with the girl. Be like, hey, look, they welded this rim. They didn't balance the tires, but it's run smooth. On the freeway, it's fucking smooth, but as soon as you start braking a little bit, it wobbles a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's usually it. Should if it's out of balance, it'll wobble when you're doing like 60.
60? No, it's smooth. Dude.
Or you have vibration.
It's like a little vibration. It's a little vibration.
But
I could tell the difference after they welded it. They didn't balance it.
The wobble is usually you were riding the brakes and your brakes got hot.
Is that what it is?
And they're warped.
Yeah, because when I brake right now, it wobbles.
That's what happened to the Nissan that I had.
Yeah.
I had the original disc brakes on there.
Yeah.
And I used to go through the 17, which is between San Jose and Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
That little mountainy area.
Yeah.
And I, because it had the paddle shifters, I would fly through there using those.
Oh shit.
But you'd have to hit the brakes.
Yeah.
And you'd have to hit them hard and then let go.
Yeah.
So they would get hot.
Yeah.
And they warped. Yeah. So every once in a while, after I'd go through there, I'd have to be going, 20 miles an hour and just hit the brakes really hard so that they would smooth back out.
Yeah.
So then finally, I ended up buying drilled and slotted brakes.
Yeah.
So they were vented. They would cool down when I would go through there. I never had the problem again.
So it's the pads or the brakes?
The brakes.
The rotors.
The rotors.
The rotors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Okay, so it could be the rotors then.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, but to be honest with you, dude, Lexuses, Nissans, those cars, they'll last you forever, dude.
Oh yeah.
You know, as long as you take care of them. Oh yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. But it is an emotional roller coaster when it comes to buying vehicles, dude.
Well, when we went to go look at Sebastian's car,
yeah,
the dudes they didn't want to haggle, and I know when I was looking for my car, the Escalade,
yeah,
dude, I thought cash was king, bro. They didn't want to.
They didn't want to touch it.
Nope. I would. Hey, I'm looking at this truck. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. I'm coming with cash. You guys wanted to do a deal? Oh, cash doesn't matter, dude. We don't care about cash.
What
like,
the
holy
fuck?
shit, really?
Hey, times are changed, dude.
Yeah,
But I
because-
thought cash is king.
Well, because now they get kickbacks from the finance companies.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's better for them. Like I went in when I bought the Nissan,
Yeah.
I went in financed already.
Yeah.
So that's what was great for me.
Yeah.
Was like I walked in and I was like, and I told him, I said, I'm if we can work out a deal and you work a deal with me and I like it, I'll buy a car today.
Yeah.
All right, great. He says, well, are you doing a trade-in? I said, oh, hold on, we're not there yet.
Yeah. You stopped them.
Yeah, I said, we're not even there yet.
Yeah.
I said, let's go test drive it.
Yeah.
He said, okay. So he brought me back to Keys. I went and I test drove it.
Yeah.
And I came back. I said, okay. I said, well, let's negotiate the price on it. And it was 21.7. And I said, well, I want it for 21. Just give it to me for 21 flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want a lot off. I just wanted to feel like I was
Getting the deal.
working the deal, right?
The deal.
So the guy came back and he said, unfortunately, my boss said that we can't. As a matter of fact, somebody's going to get in trouble for that because that should be 27.1 because that has the full leather and the blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's
They put
cool.
the wrong sticker on there, dude?
Yeah. I said, all right, well, I'll take it for that.
Yeah.
So we've negotiated. Okay, well, are you going to trade in? Are you going to, whoa, hold on, dude. We're not even there yet.
Yeah.
I says, I know what I'm financed. I have my money. Let's find out what you're going to pay me for my truck.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
So you had a truck before.
Yeah. He said, well, what do you owe on it? So I told him, and he came back and he said, okay, we'll pay off the truck.
Yeah.
It'll be fully paid for. He said, how much you want to put down? I said, nothing.
No.
I said, I'm covered. He said, okay. And he said, well, would you mind sitting down with my people from the finance company and blah, 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 blah. So I sat down with them, and they ended up actually getting me a better deal than I walked in with.
Yeah.
But that was because they wanted me to finance it through them so that they get the kickback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They get that kickback.
But if you go in there and you're already financed,
Yeah.
they're going to work that much harder to get you. You know what I mean?
Now, why would that be? You're already financed, meaning
Right.
that you already have your own finance
Yeah,
company backing you up.
I'm pre-qualified. I'm pre-approved.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have, it's like I'm shopping with a handful of money
Okay.
already.
Oh, okay.
You know
But
what
no
I mean?
matter what, if you're financed, they still get that kickback.
No,
Oh, they don't.
no.
Oh,
They
shit.
have to work through their finance companies to get the kickback.
Oh shit. Okay.
And that's why they always push you for the cash that you put down as
Is it down?
the down
Yeah.
stays with the company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get that.
They get that.
Yeah.
That full
and,
amount
and then they get the kickback from
from the finance company.
right.
Yeah.
So that's why they always, well, do you have another 500 to put down? Do you have anything else to put down? Do you have another 1,000 to put down?
Yeah, because that's all their money.
Because realistically, I think it's for every 1,000 or for every 10,000.
Yeah.
The payment only comes down like $20. I think it's for like every 1,000 it comes down $20.
That ain't shit, dude.
So that's not it's
Yeah,
not
it's
even
nothing.
worth putting down
Yeah.
anything extra.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the thing to watch, like if you're buying a car or whatever, I think is watch what they give you back. Like my sister just bought a car, and she got she had her money to put down.
Yeah.
Plus they paid off her car. Plus they gave her $4,500 in customer cash.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So she put that on top of what she was putting down,
Yeah.
and it dropped the price of the car.
Yeah.
So it'll be the same thing when I go to get what I'm going to get. I want to know what kind of options they have,
Yeah. Rebates and shit
what
like that.
kind of rebates that I can get a hold of.
Oh.
That way, when I go in there, I know exactly what I'm working with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's always good to have that in the back pocket, dude. Because that way they're like, oh, shit, you came guns blazing. Most people don't go in there like that, dude.
Like, they didn't, when we went to go buy your car, like, they didn't want to work any kind of deal, huh?
No, they weren't budging.
They weren't budging at all.
And when was this?
About 3 years ago now.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Almost
for about 2.5 years.
For the Hyundai?
Yeah, for his Hyundai.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you went straight to the dealership for that?
Oh, yeah, we went to, is it?
La Quinta.
Yeah, out in La Quinta.
La Quinta Hyundai?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Because that is a nice ride.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I drove it one day and I was like, man, I wish I was smaller. I'd buy me one.
Yeah?
It's just too big. It fits me like a shell.
Yeah.
But
it's smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen those cars. Those are pretty legit
It needs
cars.
to be a little faster, a little more get up for me, but
yeah.
I like it.
You can tune it up though, right? Because it's a Hyundai, no?
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff on the market
you can do
make it faster, or, lower it and put
Hyundai,
wings on it.
Hyundais are good cars, dude. Seriously, especially the new luxury section of it, the Genesis brand. Yeah, dude, those are legit.
Well, they all come with great warranties now. You know what I mean?
Dude. Even the Kias have good warranties.
Well, the Kia I think is what is it? 6 years, 60,000 miles, bumper to bumper, and then after that it's 10 years, 120,000 miles on the powertrain.
Dude, in 6 years you're gonna get rid of that car, dude. I think maybe even less than that, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I like to switch my cars at least every 2 years, something like that. I'm telling you, the only car that I've had for a long time was the Infiniti, but that was my dream car, dude. That's like, to me, that was my Ferrari.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because when I saw that car, when the G35 Coupe came out, me and my brother would fucking go nuts on it, dude. We went to test drive when they first came out.
Right.
For some reason, it just looked futuristic when it came out in 04, right?
Right.
I think it was 03, 04, I remember. And when it came out, me and my brother were like, dude, this design is legit. And I think that's what put Infiniti back on the market, because they were going down the shitter.
Well, it was saying a I don't even know what model it was, dude. I didn't think it was a G60. Yeah. And it was nutted out, and he was driving down the freeway, dude, and he had rims that were like mine. They were just every time he'd hit a little dip, they would tuck right back into the fender and back out. Oh, and I was
that's legit.
I was driving all around it, and I was like, that's the look I want.
Yeah,
that's what's up. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, dude. They did themselves right with those cars, dude.
So I went and I actually found the rims first that I wanted.
Oh, because you built your car around it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so those are the rims. Now I know what car I want.
Yeah.
So I went and I looked at the car and I test drove it, and I just one block and back around.
That's the one.
That's the one.
So you already had your rims on the side.
I already knew what I wanted.
Car. You put the car on the rims, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, because I got it, and then I got it because I was working. I was living in Hayward, but I was working an hour away. Yeah. An hour away, and I had to go through the pass.
Yeah.
But I was driving the truck, the big V8.
Yeah.
So it was costing me money going through. Yeah. Every day going through the pass. Yeah. I figured, well, I'll get the Nissan, and that'll save me money.
Yeah.
But it's a V6 and it's fast, so I drove that even harder than I did the truck, and
still sucked money, right?
But anyways, I had been transferred back from the Tracy store back to Hayward, which was like 8 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
And it was when I did that transfer that I went and I bought the car.
Yeah.
So, and my income doubled going from one store back to the other one.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got my first paycheck, I went and because it was like here was Aaron's where I worked at, and right next to it was Larry's Tires.
Yeah.
And this dude did rims for all of the baseball players, all the Oakland A's, all the Oakland Raiders. He had 49ers that would go there, Giants players that would go there just to see him for rims, for tires for his cars, right?
Oh, shit, dude.
I mean, that dude had cars there, dude. Like, he beautiful cars all the time.
On show, on display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the people that were coming to get rims from, he'd put them on and he'd park them out front for the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Show off. That's good advertisement right there, dude.
So I went to him and I was like, hey, dude, I said, I got this car. I said, I know what rims I want. Can you give me a price?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, dude. He said, I'll hook you up. I'll give them to you for whatever I get them for. And then I told him, I said, okay, well, these are what I want. He said, oh, you like the good shit. Yeah, I always have, unfortunately. So he looks at him and he says, how do you want them? He said, because I said, well, I don't want them because all they had was they were black. Yeah. They were black inside with just a little chrome or a little stainless steel, and then the lip was black.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want the lip black. I want it chrome because the car is white. So I want the lip chrome and just the inside spokes black.
Yeah.
And so he said, well, let me call and see if they'll do it for me that way.
Yeah.
He says, I got a pretty good relationship. I should be able to get it done. So let me call you. He said, I'll shoot over there when I'm done.
Yeah.
He said, how do you want them? I said, I want them staggered.
Yeah.
And I want 20 by 8.5 in the front and 20 by 10 in the back.
Yeah.
I said, that way I have the real wide tire in the back. He said, okay. I said, give me a minute. I'll be over there. And he says, dude, he says, those rims are fucking expensive. He said, they're made to order.
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah.
He said, so you're going to have to wait 4 weeks to get them.
Yeah.
I said, that's fine. I said, because I'm doing this and I'm waiting for money to come in and blah, blah. I said, okay. He said, they'll be one of a kind. Nobody will have them with the stainless steel. They're not going to make them like that anymore. Yeah. They're going to do this set for you. I was like, dope.
Shit, dude.
He says, and they're 3-piece, so they got to put them all together. But all right, cool. Dude, when he brought them in and I saw him, I was like,
Dave.
that's the look, dude. That's what's up. So he put them on, and
I used jaw dropped out. Dude.
Yeah, I used to show cars, so like I told him, I said, okay, well, when you put it on, I want the middle of the X right where the stem comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On all 4 tires, they all got to be the same. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So the calipers, I want them orange. He said, orange? He said, everybody does red or yellow or blue. I said, exactly. Yeah. I said, but the stitching on the inside of the car is orange.
Yeah.
On the leather seats. He says, oh, I get what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
So I did a more, dude, that car, he said he would come over all the time. Like, I'd be in my office. He'd say, hey, thanks. What are you talking about? He said, somebody saw your car, dude, and they, hey, how much are those rims? Well, can I get something like that? And you're like, nope. And he was like, well, I can get you something close. He said, but you can't have those. Those are one of a kind. Yeah. And they were like, all right, cool. He says, but he would tell them the price of the ones that I had.
Yeah.
Because he would tell them, I can get them for you like this, but not like that.
Yeah.
And when they saw the price, no, I need something a little bit less expensive. So they'd give them he would show them the other brand, off-brand one that they had of them. Yeah. But they looked they were world apart.
Oh, shit.
Worlds apart, dude.
Fuck, man. Because sometimes the rims will make the car, dude.
Oh, they definitely make the car. It's just like the shoes make the outfit. The rims make the car, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can have a really shitty car and you put some nice rims on that, man. That shit'll make it look fucking 10 times better.
Yeah, but but that was my big thing when I was in Oakland. Yeah. They would put 26s on on the square bodies. Yeah. They would put them on Grand Ams. They would put them on anything they can get their hands on, dude. But you're talking they would have to put body lifts on the cars. So they're putting shims on the frame and the vehicle. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now the car is top heavy.
Yeah.
So it was just and you had to cut so that the tire would actually be able to turn in there. Yeah. And you got to do all these modifications. Yeah. And then you drive it for a while. And now you got to change the boleros. What are they called in English?
The
boleros. What are they? The boleros.
Ballasts? No, the bushings.
Yeah, the canicas and the.
Yeah, the bushings.
No, it's another. What's the other word? Bearings.
Oh, the bearings.
Bearings. The bearings would wear out.
Yeah.
On them, and so you'd have to get that changed all the time. But those cars were crazy. They were ridiculous, dude. I hated seeing those cars.
I honestly, I don't like those, dude. They look like little monster trucks, but with a car.
Yeah, they call them dunks. And what was the other word? You remember?
He doesn't remember that. Holy shit, dude! I thought they were. That's not my taste.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a weird fad to me.
Yeah. Thank God that stopped, dude. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, no, it hasn't stopped, dude. That's big.
Is it really?
It's big down south? Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. Oh, down south, yeah.
Well, they had one where they had a square body, and that's the Chevy, the Chevy Impala that's square, the Caprice.
Yeah.
And they had ones that were made of plexiglass. The center of the rim was really thick, clear plexiglass. Oh, and they were 30-inch rims.
30-inch rims?
Like fucking tractor tires.
That's fucking ridiculous.
I'm good, dude.
Yeah, that's not my style. Hey, but if you like it, fuck it, whatever. That's your thing.
Whatever floats your boat, dude. Like,
I'm more like a luxury stands type of fucking car. I honestly, I'm a sports coupe guy. You know, I like sports cars.
Right.
But the only reason why I'm getting the truck or the SUV is because I'm moving to Colorado. And you can't have cars like that over there.
You think you're moving. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then I like the newer, I like new luxury cars, but I'm a hot rodder or a low rodder at wow. I'm a retard at heart. I'm a low rodder at heart.
Low rodder?
Yeah, you know what that is, right?
A low rider.
No.
A low rodder?
Yeah. So what that is it's a cross between a hot rod and a low rider. So it has the same color structure, the same kind of look on the outside.
Like Foos.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, how he designs those cars.
No? More like Ken Diggett.
Oh, the guy you showed me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foos is okay. Foos is still more of a white boy hot rod kind of style, but these guys that have been doing it forever, that instead of putting hydraulics, they're putting airbags. But they're still doing all the body mods, still doing all the crazy paint, doing all the modifications on it to make it different.
Yeah.
But still has that low rider stance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with the new tires and the new wheels and a huge engine under the hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I was asking you the other day because we're talking about spacers, remember? And you said, nah, it's not a good idea to put spacers on your car. You said it's better just to get the actual rim and make the rim wider, right? Or to buy the rim that's wide so it can show it. Because I love cars that you can see like the tires and the rims just pop out a little bit from the back.
So when you do something like that, you're looking at what's called the offset.
Yeah.
So like most rims, when they're made, they're made where you bolt them on, and the offset is in the center of the wheel.
Yeah.
So it's neither left nor right; it's balanced evenly.
Yeah, in the middle.
Now back in the day, when they were doing 13 by 10s and they were sticking out on the mini trucks, that was a negative offset. So that means where it bolted on was further back towards the inside of the tire as opposed to the front. Make sense?
Yeah.
That's why it allowed
stick out a little bit more.
That's why it allowed it to stick out because all of the rim was towards the front or towards the outside.
Yeah.
When I did mine, my rims they moved the offset a little towards the back, and then they rounded the spokes so that they can go further back, and it would look like I had a really deep rim.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Because I could put my hand probably about a good 4.5 inches, 5 inches deep into the rim
itself.
Mm-hmm. And on the front, it wasn't like that. It was like right at it.
Yeah, because the back tires were way wider than the front ones, right?
Correct.
So, like for me, because let's say it is dangerous, you said, right? If you, because like on my rims there are staggered 18-inch alloys, and obviously they're bigger in the backs than on the front.
Correct.
So if I wanted to put spacers, like maybe half an inch, maybe an inch spacers, that's not a good idea, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Think about it, dude.
Yeah.
Your car sits on those 5 bolts.
Yeah.
Right? And those 5 bolts are, say, about that long, right?
Yeah.
So now you're going to put a spacer on it that's going to take up some of that space.
Yeah.
So now your car's sitting on like 2 inches of bolts.
Instead of like the full 4 or 5, right?
Instead of the full bolt up against the strongest part of that portion, now you're tan la puntita. You know what I mean? It's on the tip. It's gonna break.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a car that I had spacers on one time.
Yeah.
And I was going and I didn't see the little dip.
Yeah.
And
you hit like a dip?
Yeah, and it was a long car, so when it came up, it launched me. Yeah. I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Y de pendejo, I put the brakes on.
Yeah.
So they were stopped. When I hit the ground, they were stopped.
Yeah.
So when I hit the ground, I snapped the bolts off.
Oh shit! So your wheel came off?
Well, it only snapped a couple of them, and then because they're welded on the backside.
Yeah.
And se hicieron loose. They were just
Wobble.
in there, so they would you could screw them on, but they were wobbly and they would move. They would shimmy.
So after that, you would literally have to change the whole thing.
I'd have to either change those out or get those re-welded.
Fuck, dude. So it's a pretty expensive
it's just not a good idea. If you're gonna do it, dude, do it right.
Yeah.
That's what I've always said when it comes to a car.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do any modifications, do it right.
Yeah.
Don't half-ass it, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I known guys that have tried to put stereos in their car and will light the shit on fire
because they didn't wire it right.
Well, because they've taped a couple of wires together, like power wires that they shouldn't have.
Yeah. I
had a friend of mine, love him to death, dude. Yeah. Little Filipino kid. He lives now in San Diego. Yeah. He tried to ground his. He called me and said, "Hey, where do I ground it?" I said, "Ground it with your seatbelt."
Yeah.
I said, "You unbolt where it bolts onto the frame.
Yeah.
Unbolt it.
Put the wire under.
Put the wire under there and screw it down, and you can."
It's not going anywhere. It's staying.
That motherfucker taped the wire to the little seatbelt hook where it hooks into where it clamps.
Yeah.
You know the little square that has a hole in the middle of it? He taped it to that. I thought he was grounding it.
Are you shitting me, dude?
Yeah, he said, "Hey, dude, the stereo won't turn on." So you grounded it like I told you? Yeah? I said, "Send me a picture."
And you're like, "Oh."
So he sent me a picture. I said, tell me you're fucking with me right now. You know that's not grounded. Come on.
That's just loose as goose, dude.
I was like, come on, dude. Even you, come on. Like, I thought, the whole time I thought he was pulling my leg, dude. There's no way somebody would think just tape it to the fuck. Yeah. Dude, that's what you told me, bitch. That's not what I said.
Yeah. You told me you told them to put it under the seatbelt.
Even if I would have said, "Hey, ground it to the seatbelt."
Yeah. You would think.
You really think that taping it to that part of it is going to ground it?
I know, dude.
Blew my mind, bro.
But you're absolutely right, dude. Especially because cars aren't. I know it's a bad investment. Vehicles are bad investments. I show you the Maserati Gimli. That car was $150,000 brand new. Beautiful car. You saw it, dude.
Right.
And those cars, the
$150,000 grand.
Yep, $150,000. The Maserati.
That's my contribution to this video. Goodbye.
I think he said $150,000 brand new.
Brand new, 2017. Yeah. The depreciation value on that car is about 85 to 90%. Right now, you can buy one for like 20 G's, dude. It's because they're shit. Because the way they did their wiring on those vehicles, 80 to 90% of them fail, and it's the way they're wired. It's like the way it's wired, it fucks up the whole vehicle. So you literally have to put another $10,000 to rewire everything.
So it's the way it's wired.
It's the way it's wired. It has what's it called? Basically everything that has to do with electronics. It's fucked.
So the brain of it's bad.
The brain of it is fucked. Yeah. So not a buddy of mine, but a guy that I watch on YouTube, he told his buddy, he said, "Hey, don't buy those cars, because they do have a lot of wiring issues." So the guy was buying it for like 25 G's, right? Beautiful, man. Those cars are beautiful though, dude. And the guy's like, "Nah, I got it, man. I test drove it. The car ride's good. It's fucking nice. Whatever. I'm gonna buy it." So he bought it for 25 grand. I think he said like 2 weeks later to 3 weeks later, the fucking car just wouldn't start. It just fucking nothing was working.
Wow.
So he took it to the mechanics, the specialist. The guy told him, "Hey, dude, you need about 10 G's worth of work on this thing. The fucking wiring is fucked. You have to get a brand new computer. You got to do this. You got to do that." They have to redo the whole fucking inside of the car, dude. Yeah, so
Jeez.
just food for thought. Don't ever buy a Maserati. You use Maserati.
You spend $25,000 on a Maserati, put another $10,000 on it. You're gonna have to redo that shit again when the computer goes out.
Yep.
Take that $25,000, buy you a nice Honda. Take another 10 grand, do whatever the fuck you want to it. Put stereo, tint the windows, whatever you want.
And that's the problem, because even though you fixed it for the $10,000, it's they said it might happen again in a year. So it's a shit. The way it's wired is shit.
So it sounds like it's like the computer is the shit.
Yeah, that's what they said. And you could look it up on Google or YouTube. Those cars are shit. They fuck up every year. So even if you fix it, you got
Maserati sponsorship.
Yeah, right.
Hey, but it's not like I'm lying. It's all over the place. It's all over YouTube. Yeah, dude. Beautiful cars though.
But Kias, however.
Well, Kias, yes.
Kias will run forever, and they have...
Kiss Kia's ass.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Kias are really good.
Yeah. Kias are the best. especially the one here in Palm Springs.
I know, right?
That's what you're gonna fucking say.
You know,
And especially this specific truck.
Palm
Yeah, that
Springs,
design is awesome.
Palm Springs Kia has some of the best service in the valley.
The valley, yeah. Well, you did
Can
tell me
you
they
explain
did
to
a
me
good
how
job.
you know that?
I saw a commercial
Yeah, exactly.
on TV.
Did you really? Did?
Yeah.
But you said you had a good experience when you went there, dude.
Well, that's because nobody talked to me.
Oh, that's why.
And there goes the sponsorship.
I went, I jumped out the truck, and I looked. I went to 4 different trucks,
Yeah.
and nobody ever came over. But that's okay because I didn't want to talk to anybody. I wasn't ready to.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Otherwise,
that's what I wanted, so it's okay.
they would have swindled you into it, amigo.
Well, I mean, it's not that it wouldn't have been like they were twisting my fucking arm. And, well, okay.
Yeah. You
Okay,
wanted that
okay,
thing.
let's go. Yeah.
I'll tell you something though, dude. Going to dealerships, and from my experiences in the last like two times that I went to a dealership, it has been fucking horrible, dude. One, I went to Lexus a long time ago, and I mean maybe it's just this Lexus here in the valley, but the customer service was fucking shit, dude.
Really?
And there goes our Lexus sponsorship. Let's just kill them all.
Well,
All
but that
this,
was-
No, I have a Lexus. Lexus are
Well,
awesome
no,
cars.
but it was a different Lexus dealership back then.
Honda
It's
sucks,
not.
GMC sucks, Cadillac sucks. What else?
Hey,
Chevy.
fucking Jessup Chevy and
Ford.
Cadillac is amazing. Their
those are good
GMC
cars.
dealership is great as well. Who else?
Did I
Mercedes?
Get everybody?
Mercedes
fucking-
is good.
You know
Range
Honda.
Rover?
You know Honda's fine. I-10 Toyota's great.
By the way,
Nissan
Ferrari's
Taurus.
awesome.
Yeah, Tory
is it?
Nissan,
Tory Nissan,
fucking
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm telling you, dude, it's been a horrible experience, dude. Right here, but
You are
I mean,
really sticking it with that Lexus dealership.
yeah. I mean, I love Lexus. I have a Lexus. They're great cars,
You're
but
about to sell
But
it.
it wasn't. But it's not that dealership anymore that you had a issue with.
Yeah.
That was owned by somebody else. Now it's Schottenkurt
dealer
Schottenkurt Lexus or something like that.
Well, now here's the thing. I'm not trying to shit on them, but the other day, because when I bought my Lexus, they had a recall on those cars. From the panel in the interior of the front passenger and the driver's side,
Yeah.
the panel, it's made out of like this weird rubber, and once it gets hot, it starts to chip like bad. It's not like where it's just like scratchy. It actually chips away like rubber, like melted rubber. So there's a recall for it, right? So I called the dealership because I read online through the Lexus whatever page. It says if you have this year Lexus and to this year Lexus, you can call your local Lexus dealership and let them know, hey, I have this car. There's a recall on this, and they're supposed to fix it for you for free, right?
Right.
So I called them and I said, hey, I talked to the lady. The lady was nice in the beginning, and I said, hey, can I talk to your parts department, right? And she said, okay. So they transferred me. No one answered. I was like, cool. Maybe they're busy. So I called again, right? And I said, hey, can you transfer me over to the parts department? You know, it kept ringing. No one answered. She goes, oh, sure. Give me a second. Let me see. Again, nothing happened. So I called back later, and I talked to one of the sales guys. I said, hey, look, I've been calling for the parts. Can I talk to one of your sales guys just to let them know what's going on? Maybe they can direct me, whatever. So she was like, all right, cool. So I called. They transferred me. The guy answered. Some guy answered, and I'm like, and he's just a complete fucking dick, dude. Like, he goes, yeah, what can I do for you? Just like that, like a dick. And I was like, yeah, hi, my name is
The guy
Wilson.
at Second Amendment the other day.
Was he like that? He was a dick? Yeah, dude, this guy was a douche, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, I just got a quick question. I have this and this and this and that. I have a Lexus, you know, that recall. The guy was all like, he goes, so did you get something on the mail or what? Like, just like that, dude. And I'm like, not. I didn't get anything on the mail, but I was looking at your on Lexus online, and they said, hey, there's a recall, and you can get it fixed for free because mine is like that. You know, it's chipping, you know, and they replace them with like an actual full plastic piece that doesn't burn, you know, it doesn't chip. And that guy goes, well, you know, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to get something on in the mail. And I was like, okay, cool. So like, how do I do that? I don't know. Why are you asking me? I was like, what the fuck? And I said, hey man, like seriously, what's your problem, bro? I was like, I'm just asking, like, I'm a consumer. I bought a Lexus. I mean, I'm giving you guys business. Like, you know, what the fuck? Like, you know, come on. If you don't want to talk to me, let me talk to somebody else. And he goes, no, I'm the only one here right now. So, like, that's what you got to do. And I'm all like, what the fuck is going on? Seriously, dude? Like, I said, you know what, bro? I was like, I don't want to talk to you, dude. Like, I'm going to call back later. I'm going to talk to your manager. I'm going to call the service department. I really don't want to deal with you, dude. And the fucking phone hangs up, dude. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Wow.
I was like, what shitty fucking service, dude. And I was just asking him questions, you know? And so, yeah, dude, like, that's the second bad experience that I had at the Lexus place, dude.
Did you do anything about it?
Nah, dude, I was like, fuck that. Because what happened was I'm supposed to get something in the mail once you're the registered owner to the vehicle. Once you have that registration, then the company or the dealership or Lexus itself has to send you that recall paper so that way you can go into the dealership. But the thing is, I was just asking because I didn't even know that. I had to do more research about it. But that's the reason why I called, to find out. And the guy was just fucking dick, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. Wow. That's my experience with Lexus.
I would have called him. I would have called back and talked to a manager, or found out who his name was.
Yeah.
Or gone down to the dealership.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think at that time I was just like, fuck this, dude. I'm just gonna wait for this paper and then go take it because it's free. You know, they have to. It's a recall.
Wow. Sebastian, what would you have done?
I don't know.
All right.
I really don't know because I don't know. That dude's a prick though.
Hey, so what happened with that guy at the Second Amendment?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
We went there and it was when you didn't go.
Oh, a while back.
The first time you were supposed to go.
Yeah.
You didn't. Remember that day?
Yeah, he was douchey.
Yeah. He was a cocksucker. I hope you're listening right now. There goes our Second Amendment sponsorship.
Yeah, right? Sorry, Kent.
It's not Kent.
No, I know.
We like you, Kent. We don't like one of your employees. He was just a fucking dick, and maybe not necessarily to us, but like...
No, he was a dick to us, too.
Yeah, I was getting there. He was like cold-shouldering, short responses. Like, he just wasn't having a good day and was taking it out on us.
Yeah, like he didn't want to fucking be there, and he didn't want to help us, but he knew he had to, kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so then this other guy comes up, and he's asking him questions about a CCW, concealed carry weapon, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah.
The permit. He was asking him about the permit.
Yeah.
And before the dude could even finish his question, are you a resident of Riverside County? Like, all that. And he cut the customer off. Like,
yeah, the dude was like, hey, I was wondering about... And he got about the concealed carry. Are you a resident of Riverside?
yeah,
Holy
Riverside County.
shit.
Like,
Cut that dude off, huh?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
remember that it was the same dude that took care of us.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
So he was having a better day. Don't say his name, though.
No, I can't remember his
Well,
name.
but it was the same kind of deal where he was talking to the dude on the phone, like he really
Oh, that
didn't
dude?
want to, like he really didn't want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
He really didn't want to help him. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I get why he was irritated with the guy on the phone. I get that. Like, I would be too, but
But with us, we were absolutely pleasant, so fuck that.
yeah.
So fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Hey, look, tough guy. We're all at a fucking gun store. Relax. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, you don't want to go postal.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on, bro. Like, really, do you have to be a dick? Like,
Yeah.
We come here to relieve stress, not deal with cocksuckers.
yeah, don't be an
Quit being a
asshole.
cocksucker.
Just
Dude.
here,
Dude.
just say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm having a bad day, but you know, let's get through this.
Yeah.
I would deal much better with somebody that actually said that shit to me.
Yeah.
All right, we can get through the day.
Yeah.
No problem. We'll get right over it.
You know,
But to be a dick, just
sometimes you need that, dude. I remember one day I was at work and I was just not having it that day, dude. And some lady comes in and she set me straight, dude. There's times when I feel like a customer can tell you, but the way they tell you, it sets you straight. I was not having the day, you know what I mean? I was feeling like shit. I was not feeling it. And you know, some lady come in and we're human. We all make mistakes. And she comes in and I'm just like, what? I forgot her and her husband could come and apply. And I was just like giving her like attitude, dude. I'm not going to lie. It was just bad attitude. This was before you started working there. And she's all looked at me. She's all like, hun, are you okay? Like, why are you mad at us? Like, we have nothing to do with you. Like, why are you upset with us?
really. Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna use that shit.
And I looked at her and I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, you're just giving us really bad service, a really bad attitude right now. And we just came to see if we can apply for what we need to apply for. And I looked at her and I'm like, ma'am, wow, I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me know that. Seriously, like, my complete apologies. Like, I totally apologize. I'm so sorry. Like, let me get through this. Let's work with you. Let me see what we can do for you. I completely apologize. You're absolutely right. There's no reason for me to give you any attitude.
Right.
Let's move on. Let me take care of you. At the end of everything,
Right.
I was smiling, having a good time. She goes, "See, hon, you look way better when you're smiling." She goes, "You need to smile a little bit more." And I was like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, absolutely." And at the end of the day, when they got their
That would have
stuff,
pissed me off even. I hate when people fucking tell me you need to smile more.
yeah,
Leave my face
out
and
of
me
it.
the fuck alone.
But it woke me
Get
up,
the
dude.
fuck out of my store.
Oh shit, dude!
We
You're not having a good day.
Today's
we
the
apologize.
day to
Sebastian's having a bad day today.
I don't apologize for a
Oh,
goddamn
dude.
thing.
That's so funny, dude. But it woke me up, dude, because I was like, hey, you know what? I'm fucking up. I'm giving
Right.
bad service. It's true. I'm here. You know what I mean? But the way she approached me, I think that's the right way to do it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She fucked you up.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes that's what you need. You just need that little bit of a shake. And
Yeah.
you know what? It takes much more to be angry and an asshole than it is
Fucking enjoy it.
to just be a nice guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, I apologize for Sebastian. He's having a little.
A bad day.
I thought we discussed this at the beginning of the video.
He's
That
not
was
having
not in
it
the
today.
mood.
Yeah, that was a
Today.
fucking hour ago. Relax, Thunder. Jesus Christ.
Shut your mouth.
Watch it,
I'm
son.
done with you too.
Watch it, son.
I'm done with
You're,
you too.
I'm still your father, and I will
I'm
fuck
s-
you up if
I'm
I need
still
to.
done with you, though.
All right, we got to go.
Okay.
It's the end of the Madhouse, the Sideshow.
Sideshow. There you go. This
Tell
is-
everybody where the
this is
fuck
your
they
own
can.
show.
Just do your fucking job. Tell
Oh,
everybody where they
my
can
job?
log
I'm
on
going
and
inside. I'm done.
bye. Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you.
Good Lord, didn't done shit for me.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, you better
Peace.
watch out. Fucking thunder and lightning's coming your way, buddy. I don't want to be around you when it comes. Saying some shit like that. Yeah, check us out everywhere. We're on all the platforms. Tell them where they are, Sebastian.
Tell them where they are. I can't tell them. where
Jesus
they are.
Christ, can you
I
just
can
fucking tell them
I-
where the fuck to find us?
I can tell them where we are. Do you want me to do that? I'll do that one. So we're on Spotify. We're also on Spreaker, YouTube, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Podcast Addict. On YouTube, the channel is the Madhouse Radio. Look for the Sideshow episode playlist. Subscribe, like all the YouTube videos. Wow, I told you I'm off today. What else? Comment down below stuff you want to hear us talk about.
Yes, sir.
What else?
So we're requesting that you write Pew
I'm
in
not
the
requesting
message
that shit.
because there's a story about Sebastian that he's going to tell as soon as we get some requests for it by writing Pew in the comments.
It has to be substantial.
Your cousin Danny has already written Pew, so we're
One
and
entry
with
per
mine that's
person.
2 down. So
One entry
I'm gonna
per
have to write
person.
yeah, one entry per person. Pew, P-E-W. That's all you got to write, and we'll tell you the whole story. Manny,
Yes, sir.
any final words?
Nah, man. Just don't get emotional when you're buying anything. You know, think logically.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, dude.
Sebastian, any final words?
Fuck off.
Good enough. All right, we'll see you guys next time. It's the Madhouse.
Peace.